Well, I wasn't always Madam C.J. Walker. I was born Sarah Breedlove, 2 days before Christmas, 1867. Yes. I was born in Delta, Louisiana, and I was on a plantation. My parents were enslaved there. My mother and I, we would get in the cotton fields. And I was picking cotton at an early age. And after that, yellow fever broke out. It was an epidemic. 3,000 people in the South died from it. My mother, she died. And 3 years later, my father, he died. I was orphaned at 7. I moved in with my older sister and her husband. He was a mean-spirited man, downright cruel. He decided I should work at 10 years of age. I went to the laundry house. I washed clothes. I have something that brings back so many memories, and it probably will for you too. I washed clothes. I scrubbed clothes on this washing board. Yes, sore knuckles indeed. I had to pick up those big tubs. I was a little bitty thing. Pick up that tub, wash those clothes, scrub it. I had solutions that would burn my hand. The hot water would burn my hands. But at a young age, I knew God. God brought me through. It was from going to that wash house, washing the clothes, drying the clothes, making sure it was at the white people's homes the next week, and then going to that home that I lived in with that man. He was downright mean. He was abusive to me. And I knew, my God, it had to be a better way. So, at 14, I wanted a home of my own. I got married. I married Moses McWilliams. Yes. And at 17, I had my baby girl, Lilia. Oh, I love that girl so much. She was my pride and joy. Then I still was a washerwoman. I had to make a way. And Moses died at 20. I was 20 years old. It seemed like as soon as I make things a little better, something else hits me and makes it worse. So after that, I got on the steamboat, me and Lilia, my baby girl. She kept me happy though. And we went to St. Louis. It was on the Mississippi River, and we made it there. There I had 3 brothers. They owned a barber shop. And there, I would stay with one brother or the other, me and Lilia. And I would rent a room. Now, I couldn't afford the nicer rooms. So and a lot of times I was in dangerous neighborhoods. And I would do anything for Lilia. I love that girl. I would do anything for her. So I noticed down the street, there was St. Paul AME Church. And I went over there, and I felt safe. Those women took me and Lilia in. We got Lilia in school. She was 4 years of age. Because I wanted her to have a better education. You know, I didn't know how to read or write. And these ladies, they taught me self-care, how to be proud. They were fine, educated women. And I love those women so. I became a bookkeeper. They taught me how to be a leader. And at nighttime, I would go to hair school. hair school. I would go to school. And I learned how to read and write. So from there, my hair began to break out. And I'm around these beautiful women and I'm learning so much. And my hair is just coming out. And I'm praying to God because I've always known God. And I wanted to know, what should I do? So I saw these ads. And at the time, they would say something about hair straighteners. Well, I didn't want to straighten my hair. I was happy the way that I was, how God made me. All I wanted to do is to have a healthy scalp and groom hair. So I saw an ad with Annie Malone. So I got her product and used it, and it worked wonders. I was so impressed. I went and I became an agent. Not just any old agent. I was #1 at sales.
Wow.
Yes. So I made there more than I made washing clothes. And then in the evenings, I was working at the drugstore. So the pharmacist there, he looked at the jar for me. And he said, you know what, you probably can make something like this. Oh, I didn't pay him no mind. So one night, I went to sleep and I had this dream of a big African man. And he told me of an herb from Africa. And I had the sulfur to make my scalp healthy. And I had beeswax and fragrance to make it smell pretty. So I used that. And my hair grew so much. People from all around the way wanted to know what I was doing. See, I took a picture before, and I took a picture with my hair long. Oh my goodness, I put that on everything. I marketed everything. And around the time I met a man, Charles Joseph Walker. He was a newspaper man, savvy, smart, handsome. Ooh. And do you know, I was still Sarah. But after I married him, I became Madam. Madam because back then, beauticians, everyone trusted us. We were well respected. CJ, his initials because, you know, it was respected to have that name. So I became Madam C.J. Walker. From there, we went all around the way. We went to room houses. We stayed there. We told people to come in. We showed them how to do their hair. I trained women. And then after that, I decided to get Lilia's Beauty College. I trained women there, but they didn't just learn about hair. They learned about how to be a well-rounded woman. And after that, you know, I got invited to the National Negro Business League. And there, Booker T. Washington was there. And so there was a gentleman in the audience, and he said, Madam C.J. Walker is here. Didn't he act like he didn't even hear that man? So I tried to get some eye contact, and he wouldn't look my way. I said, So at the end of the league, I said, okay, I'll have my driver come with a 7-seat car, and I'll wear my bigger hat and my most fine clothes, and I sat there. He still didn't look. Well, oh, no way, he was not gonna ignore me. So I got up and I said, surely you're not gonna shut the door in my face. And I told him I came from the cotton fields. I worked up to a washerwoman. I worked up to the kitchen cook. And I started making products of women, making them beautiful. We did fundraisers. I taught them how to take their money and take it to make it for charity. And from there, I decided I would do this. So Booker T. Washington, I found out a year later he wanted me to come back. And I did. And he said that I was a successful businesswoman, and he was so proud to have me. It was wonderful. It was in all the newspapers. Well, shortly after that, I built Villa Laroro. And I was by the Rockefellers. I lived near there. And I got word that they didn't think I could keep up my place. Oh, well, I got furniture from all over the world. And my garden I got things from Italy. And from that, I had a party for all my agents to come. And I told everyone, I build this home, not for me, but for every colored person, everybody else, to let them know with hard work and perseverance, this is what you can do. So, I am here to do my most favorite thing, and that is to donate. So I'm asking you, ladies, open up your pocketbooks, and gentlemen, open up your wallets. And let's give, give, give. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam C.J. Walker.